morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in the comment section to let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. There is nothing worse than talking to myself for the next 30 minutes or so and wasting all this valuable information. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Evelyn, good morning. Miguel, how are you, sir? John, morning. Robert, morning. All right. And folks, if you like what you see here, make sure you follow along, right? Subscribe not only to what we do on YouTube, but to all of the various social platforms out there where we're always dropping new content out into the marketplace. All right. So with that, it's time to jump in, guys. So the very first thing we want to look at is what's going on today. And we've got Producer Price Index, which is PPI. It is red, right? Which is a high impact. If we hover over it, right? High impact expected. Orange is a medium or moderate, and yellow is I don't care. Okay, it's very low. So we've got 8:30 this morning. Right now, we'll see what happens with the futures. We've got PPI, core PPI, which is part of the same report, and the Empire State Manufacturing Index comes out as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. And let's start off with the futures. All right, so you can see on the recent candle, right, that sell-off in that recent candle. Now, don't get me wrong. We're up 56 points right now on the ES. It's not like we're in trouble right now. But because we ran into the European market open, I mean, we just skyrocketed and kept drifting up. This 8:30 candle has had a bit of a pullback. How strong that pullback is going to remain, I didn't see the numbers. Let's see. PPI was up 1% versus a 0.5% estimate. Okay. So Producer Price Index, right? So not good for economy, for businesses, and so forth. But again, I don't know. With some of the other numbers we've had, we've got to be expecting bigger numbers. We may have only said a 0.5%, and we got 1%. But we had to expect we're going to see a larger than normal number taking place out there. So we'll see where it goes, but right now we're up 56 points on the ES. On the YM, which is our next chart, second one from the left on top, we're up 356 points. We were up over 400 earlier today. On the NASDAQ, we're up 245 points. Here, let's full screen the NASDAQ. So we came from 14,200 all the way up to 14,500. So we've had a just tremendous move today on NQ. On NASDAQ. The rut is looking pretty, right? But again, last candle, everybody's got that sell-off going. We're up 28 points. Bitcoin, 44,000 right now. Good return or recover today in the overnight session. Ethereum, same scenario. We're up 213 points on Ethereum. Very nice. That's like trading Amazon, $3,000. Gold, gold has seen a slide. Why? Well, guys, why did the market go up? Well, Russia backed some troops away, apparently. Is this a ploy? Is this just to back things off through the rest of the Olympics? I don't know. I do know that there are definitely concerns out there that of the Russian attack. The backing away is kind of, whoo, okay, maybe things are getting better. We'll see. Let's see how crude is taking the news. All right, so crude has had a sell-off on that news this morning. We were up at 95. We're now down about 93. So we've had a $2 drop, which is about 2.5% on crude oil, right? So let's go take a look at some trades from yesterday. What trades did you do? Drop them in. I'd love to see what you guys took yesterday. Funded, non-funded, doesn't matter. This is all about learning, guys. Make this as a community to help each other, right? It's not just me giving to you. You give back wherever you can, however little or big it is, right? Give what you can, you do. So if you did some trades, drop them in. All right, so from yesterday, let's see. So it wasn't a whole lot. I got hung up on some of my own trades yesterday, and I could not get to all the positions that I wanted to yesterday. The only one that I really had an opportunity to go after yesterday was JP Morgan. Now, they had a downgrade. We were looking at the stock below 154 and a bear call spread above 155. So we looked at here. Let me go grab JP Morgan. JPM. All righty then. Let's make it a little bit bigger. You don't need it to be that small. So we opened up at roughly that 153. We stretched up to about 153.5. We said down below 154 on price. Perfect. As we stretched up, we failed. Great opportunity right there. I did the bear call spread on the 155, 157.5. We did recover a little bit, back up to about 153. We were able to get 80 cents of credit on that. Here, let me pull it over. Let's do that again. JP Morgan. Activate the option chain. Let's go over to vertical. We're looking at 55, 57.5. Right now, it's at 60 cents. We got it for 80, right? I didn't wind out of it yesterday. I meant to, just never got the opportunity to. They're up a little bit today, so there's a good chance I'm going to take that off today early as the market opens. But that was it. I mean, I didn't get a chance to. Well, actually, I looked at Splunk, but there was no good credit for it. They were actually inverted the numbers. I would pay more for a further away strike price than the one that I would sell, which was closer to the current price. So things were weird on Splunk with their news yesterday, which was the offer from Cisco to buy them out, right? And it seems tech has got some buyout stuff going on. Intel just announced a buyout today, so we'll see where it all goes. But let me put this back over here. Get this chart there. Let's go get the option chain and put it over here. And we will be good to rock on, baby. All right, let's see what you guys put in there. Morning, Gilles. Morning, Alan. Evelyn said papers trade on SPY. Two long calls, one long put. Scalps 12%. There you go. How much better can it get than that? Alan said Netflix was neutral. MasterCard was blah. NVIDIA was okay. Sounds like an okay day at best, Alan, right? For you. Robert said Micron bull put spread. Got out early with a small cost. JP Morgan bear call spread 41 cents, still working. Facebook bear call spread 38 cents, still working. All right, cool. Morning, Karen. All right. Okay, so let's go take a look at today's candidates. All right, you can see our list right here, right, in alphabetical order. No particulars, just alphabetical order there. We're going to start off with ANET. Is our very first one. And ANET had earnings come out, right? They were good. They're up $9.44. Let's go take a look at ANET here and see what it looks like daily. So they're sitting at 132.26. So they're up here somewhere. Very nice. We've got these tops. Well, this top right here, which equates to this bottom, So actually, if we snap a line there, you got a lot of resistance there. We got above that. That's number one. Number two, I need to get a fib snapped or drawn, but it does snap, right? So we're going to draw there. And right now, we're sitting at 132.5, right above that 131.71 level, right? So here's what I want to see. I want to see the stock above 132. And I want to see the bull put spread below 131 for a bull put spread. All right. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So our next candidate is CAR, CAR, which is Avis. Let's do that again. It's Avis, budget, and so forth. And Alan said broke even yesterday. Okay. Sometimes that's not the worst thing, right? Alan could have been in a much worse situation yesterday for sure. So let's go look at CAR. All right, so CAR, we're at 201 right now. It was earnings for them. They're up about almost $7. So if we come back here, that puts us at 201.5. So let's see, 61 to 51. Yeah, wow, look at that. We definitely need to split them puppies up, right? So not only do we need an 882, yeah, we actually need to split that 61,206. Yeah, so let's get rid of that 882 for a second. And let's do it this way instead. Let's draw it in manually. Nope, not the one I want. All right, you know what? Here, we'll do it here. Well, let's add the 882 back in, and we'll do it manually this way. All right, still too big of a distance inside of there. So I now need to draw another set of lines to split that again. And that one big day, that huge move up with Carvana, I remember that day, makes the difference. So we're sitting right now at 202. Right, we're going to need to do the exact same thing down here. It's just too big of a space of a potential run. So we're sitting at 202. Guys, I'm going to wait on Carvana. Right? I want it above 207. Right? 207. I wrote 202. I want the stock price above 207, which puts us above this fib line we have. Right now, we're at 202.5, and we're already up almost $8. So I just don't know if it's going to happen today. Expedia is our next one. All right, so for them, it's just COVID travel. Travel's coming back. You'll see a lot of companies like this are announcing. You got Expedia, we've got Marriott out here. You've got car, right? Everything car related, travel related, right? So we're up $3.63 right now on Marriott. They had their earnings already, right? So just a fantastic move on Expedia. So we are sitting right now at $200. So we have a 200 level in there. You don't see it, but there needs to be one inside of there, right? So we're going to change this over to 200. 100-point levels are very important, folks. You want to make sure you have them on your charts. Stocks tend to respect those. I heard someone on CNBC talking about it the other day. It was funny because I've been preaching it for years, 2 decades now. So we got above the 200 level. It's a little bit pushy on it, but we're going to look at the stock staying above the $200 $200 level, and we're looking at a bull put spread below 200. Okay. And I'm going to put an aggressive next to this one because I think it is a little aggressive because we're at the top end of the range right now on Expedia. All right. Then we have Intuit, INTU. All right. Let's go back here. They lowered their forecast. So they were down big in the overnight session. They climbed up, got a big gap. And then you got all these hash marks, which really not getting a lot of trading going on, but we're down $5 in pre-market. Is a weekly optionable stock. Of course, we're on monthly this month because of this week because of the dates. So let's go back and look at the daily chart and see where we at. All right. So overall, nice bearish move. We definitely need a new fib in there. That previous one had been violated. You know that there. We have this there. 500 to 538. So it's $38. We don't need a pivot inside. So we're good. All right. That's number one. So we're at 524 right now. So down here. So we're looking at a bear call spread below. Sorry, not below. It's a bear call above 538. All right. Nice. Marriott is our next one. All right, Marriott's up $5.53. They're at 176 right now. We had a nice bullish move on the chart. We're at 176.86, right? 176.97 is where we're at. Is where our fib line is. So 86 cents versus 97 cents. 11 cents away. Sean, you know what you need to get when this happens? You need to get that music. Nah, 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 nah. Right? Just here you go. Right? Guys, where are we? We bumped our head on ugly. We are right up against that fib line. I am at the point of, am I real excited about it? We've already had a $5.50 move. You got to be cautious, right? So I'm going to write wait, right? And then in parentheses, I want the stock above 177. right? I could look at a bull put spread or a long call, right? But it's a wait for me. And that's all because we pushed right up into that resistance level up there. And we've been there 1, 2, 3 of the last 4 days. We've been there. Now it'll be 4 of the last 5 days. We're at that level now, right? From there, Monster, MNST. All right. So Monster has a merger with Constellation Brands, STZ, coming out. Right? They've got a Constellation brand is a merger with them. So what are we looking at here? Let's go look at the daily chart. All right, we're up $2.43. Not great for a merger. I'd like to see it much better. STZ has almost no move. It was actually a little bit bearish before, so they must be the one that's buying. Right? This we've got to redraw this fib on Monster. Okay, so right now it's at 85. It's up $2.43. We'll push right up against the 86. We're going to wait. Nothing about this says buy now, right? Andres, I think you had asked yesterday, if you're here today, I'm not looking at who's in the room right now. You had asked yesterday about Robotics, right? RBLX. So they're in the news today. They got an upgrade from Bank of America, right? They had the earnings coming out, right? They got an upgrade today. By the way, guys, I only have 2 candidates left. So drop in the candidates that you want me to take a look at, and we'll work through those and see what we can come up with. So make sure you drop them in and let me know what you're looking for. So Robotics, let's go look at our RBLX, at our intraday chart. So that upgrade proved nicely for them. They're up about 3%, $2, right? They're sitting at about 70.5 right now. So we're right at the moving average. We're right at the 21 moving average. I'd like that moving average to be slightly lower than where it is, but I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with that. So let's see. I want the stock price to be above 70. We're going to say above 71. Above 71. And I'm looking at the bull put spread below 70. Right? In an ideal world, it would be below 67 and get down below this previous fib. I just don't know if there's enough premium to get me down that far. Right? If we look down below 67, I mean, as of yesterday, we had 55 cents for the 65.66. I mean, listen, if I can get 67, 66, if I can get 55 cents for a $1 spread that expires in 3 days, 4 days. You got to remember, TradeStation puts it as 3 because they figure today is already over. It's not a day anymore. I don't quite get that, but it is a day. All right, so there's Robotics. Last one is Yandex. Has anybody traded this one before, Yandex? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, this is the Russian Google, right? So a search engine, okay? So overall move to the downside. Let's go look at what they're doing. By the way, you can get some killer cover call premiums on this puppy. All right, let's see. So it's up about 10% right now, $4.50. So Yandex is sitting at 49.65. We definitely need a new fib in here. See, that's sideways move. That really doesn't count. It's got to come from up here. It's kind of sideways, all sideways. Yeah, so we'll use that right there as our bottom. Okay, so right now we're at 49.5. Let's see, 45 to 54 is 9. All right, I need to split that level in half. 54 to 62 is 6 and 2 is 8. All right, so I need both the negative 136 and the 118. Okay, so where are we right now? We're sitting at 49.65. Guys, we just got above that level, right? So I want price to be above 50, and I want my bull put spread below 49. All right, so it is awesome. Right, no one's traded it, looks like. Okay. All right, that was our last one. Let's see what you guys want to take a look at today. Very first one is BWA, Paul said. BWA. Oy. My heart beats very fast when I see this, and not for excitement, Paul. Just almost nervousness of just too hard to look at, right? It's very choppy, very difficult prediction in here, but let's see what fibs tell us, right? We've got a good fib right to that bottom there. We're going to pull that out there. So we've channeled between the 382 and the 0 line, right? Between 42 and 45 multiple times. In pre-market right now, we're at 43.5. So, Paul, we're right up against that 44 level. If we can get a failure off of there with the confluence of the 8 moving average, I'd look to the downside. Here's the bad thing. They're monthly options. Now, we have one that expires in 3 days. So if you're looking short term, this is wonderful. 1 week a month, we get the opportunity to trade every optionable stock, not just the weeklies. For me, I don't really do much when it comes to monthly options. So I hope that helped, Paul. Let me know down in the comment section below. Evelyn's asking for SPY. Evelyn, from what I can tell, you trade this, even though it's non-funded, you trade this just about every day, correct? The SPY? Let's give it some of those. All right. So we're up $5.56 right now. Not a good day to wrap my covered calls, that's for sure. Let's see where we're at. So SPY right now is sitting at 444.5. So we just got above that 443 level. Beautiful. As long as we maintain above there, Evelyn, we're good. We break the 443.38 level is where you start to get in trouble. You got to watch the 446. That can act as a short-term resistance, but I'd look at 450 as our upside target. Yeah, Evelyn said trades it every day. Yeah, good, good. You're welcome, Paul. Glad it helped. Robert is asking for Goldman Sachs. Last opportunity, folks. Drop them in. Goldman Sachs. Oh, what a beautiful H. Oh, gorgeous H. An H, Robert? Well, what? Yep, H pattern. Right here. Oh, let's get something that's a little bit darker, like a blue. That's an ugly H, Rob. Prettiest letter in the alphabet. Most profitable, too, right? We failed not quite off the 618, so I would say the failure came off the 50. You look at a 2 standard deviation move, right, to the downside. Now, we did have news come out today, which has changed things, right, in geography, right? So we're up. So where are we? We're at 364 right now. So 364, I have my 8 moving average at 364.60. We're at 364 even. So we're bumping our head, Robert, on the moving average. If we get a continuation move up, I want it above 369. But for the bearish trade, if we push into that 364.60 level and fail, that's when I'm looking at a potential downside down to 359. All right, cool. Let's see. Then you also had in there AMD. Yes, Evelyn, it's a lowercase h. Yes, lower. Yeah, it'd be hard to do a chart pattern with a capital H, right? It's a lowercase h, and it never looks. Listen. Right? Go back to grade school, right? And I'm not going to do it right anyway, but I'm drawing with a mouse. Besides, I don't do alphabet no matter what. I don't have good handwriting, right? You're trying to make that perfect H, right? This is more what our H looks like. That's more of what it looks like. All right. And they're going to be weird. Here, you can look at this as an upside down H, right? So, yep, you still have that, right? But now you have it here, right? Same scenario, okay? But yes, it is an upside down or a lowercase h, whether it's right side up or upside down. All right. So we said AMD was your second one there, Robert. Let's look at that. Where are we pre-market? I think we're up today. Should be. Everything else in the world is, right? We're up $4 right now at $118. I do like AMD a lot as a company, period. Just as a trading company, right? Puts us at 118. So got to be careful again, Robert. Where are we? Below that 121. We're up today. 121 is my target if I'm trying to trade the upside on it. You only have $3 move. If we fail off that 121, then I'm looking at a bearish entry. We've got lower highs, lower lows. This low here is going to make the big difference, right? Does this bounce and start to change that trajectory of the lower lows we had put in place? Right. And then John's got Tesla in there. Okay. So they were under 618 yesterday. Let's look at where we are pre-market. Up 22 points, which is 2% for them. Right. 898 is their number. We do not have 100-point levels on here because of their price is too high. But we're sitting at 897 right now. So get the dum going, Sean. 897.22. Moving average, 897.36. Moving average is a fib line because it's an 8-period exponential moving average. All right. So yowzer. So John, I'd be careful with that. If you can get above the 8 moving average, above that, and the 8 moving average today, yesterday's close, not today. Today it's going to move. You know, if we look at pre-market, the moving averages are moving. We can't have a moving target all day long. It's moving all day. If I'm looking for an intraday entry as a pullback to the 8 and a bounce, that's fine. But I would snap that 897.36 line on my chart in pink, so I knew that it was my 8 transferred over from my daily chart. Okay? So a little bit of caution there. Hope that helped, John. AMD, we had just done. Andres, we just did this one, right? We had this in from Robert, right? So hope that was helpful there. All right, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you really want to know how we go about trading these, Sean, will you drop that link in there for me, please? Go to tradinglikeaboss.com. Folks, we have free training on fibs, but maybe even more importantly is there's a link up there to a training we do every Monday called Power Hour. If you like what we do here, we crush it in that event, right? Hundreds of students in there every week, dedicated, committed. They're there to learn not only how to trade, but to get their candidates analyzed. We probably go through 15 to 20 candidates a week in that show alone, just looking at exactly where they are, what are we trying to find, where are we trying to move to, right? And then my opinions on what I see on the charts. You're welcome, Robert. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, folks. I will see you at our next one. Bye for now.